Hey, welcome back. Today's offering is a slightly shorter core and chill class, probably about half an hour. I don't know, I'm terrible with timing, but we'll see. No props required for this one, and we're going to start in child's pose. So when you're ready, bring your hips back towards your heels, and then just let your arms reach forward in front of you. Breathe into your back body. I'm just feeling the rib cage open as you inhale and gently soften as you exhale. On your next inhale, walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Plug your left heel back your left hip back towards your heel. And just breathe into your left side. Take 2 more breaths, really opening through the left side of the rib cage, back of the body. And on your next breath, walk the hands back to center and then over to the left. So your right hip plugs back to your right heel. Keep reaching that right arm forward, finding length all the way from your hip to your armpit and down to the fingers. Breathing into your right side. One more nice deep breath in. And out. And then walk your hands back to center, coming forward into 4-point kneeling. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, coming into cat-cow. So tailbone lifts, chest lifts, belly dips down. And then exhale, scoop the belly and round through the spine. Inhale to arch. And then exhale, round. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, pull the belly in. Beautiful, find your flat back. Tuck your toes. Belly draws in towards your spine. Push the floor away, so strong through the shoulders. And then exhale, lift your knees. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. See if you can get that tap of the knees to be quite light on the mat. Just for 2. Last one. And then hold the lift. Can you go for your rounded shape through the spine with those knees hovering? And then arch the spine with the knees hovering. It's like a little floating cat-cow. Round. And arch. Just for 2. Last one. Find your flat back. And then descend your bum to your heels into a little crouch. Lift your hips high. Find down dog. Maybe pedal the feet. Find that crouch position again, bum to heels, knees hover. And then shoot forward to find a plank. Squeeze your bum, heels press back, push the floor away. And then find your crouch. Press forward, plank. And crouch it back. Next time you come to plank, hold, float your right leg, squeeze your bum. Foot comes down. Crouch it back. Forward to plank. Float left foot. Foot comes down. Find your plank. You can take it a little smoother, so as you come forward to plank, float your foot. As you press back to your crouch, land your foot down. Float forward, 3-legged plank. Crouch it back. Right leg. Left leg. One more each side. Find your crouch, Lift your hips, down dog. And then slowly ripple forward, knees come down. Untuck the toes. Bend your elbows. Come to your belly. Beautiful. So hands under shoulders. Draw the shoulders down away from your ears. And then just inhale, squeeze your bum, tuck your tailbone, and start to lift the crown of the head forward. Lengthen through the spine, shoulders slide down. And then lower back to your belly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep squeezing your bottom. Tailbone tucking. Belly in. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Nice, tuck your toes. Maybe push back through child's pose or push all the way up to a plank. And then inhale, down dog. Maybe go for that little pedal of the feet, swaying the hips. And then take your left leg to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Bend your knee and open your hip. Go for a little circle of that left knee. Drawing a circle on that side wall. And when the knee comes back down again, square off the hips and pull your knee in towards your chest, little tight curl. Press back, three-legged dog, extend your leg. Two more, knee comes into chest, ripple forward. Press back, three-legged dog. One more time, all the way in. Press back. This time, bring the knee all the way to the chest. Lift your hips a little higher. See if you can step your foot between your hands. Drop your knee down and untuck the toes. Inhale, lift up to find your low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Make sure both hips are pointing forward. And just watching here in your low lunge that you're not sinking your right hip down. You want to have both hips nice and even. Beautiful. Keeping that evenness of the hips. Twist to your left. In this case, often the left hip will hike up. So try to keep the hips even as you turn. Right hand forward, left hand back. Come back to center. Twist to your right. Come back to center. One more time, left. Center. Right. And center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Start to fold forward. Straighten your front knee. Woo. Finding half Hanuman, half split. Flex the left toes back. Plug your left hip crease back. So again, hips are nice and even. And then right hand down, left arm up, finding a little twist. Watching you're not lifting your left hip up as you twist. Plug that left hip back. And then bring the hand down inside your left leg. Right arm lifts up. Finding a little open twist. Right hand down. Left hand up. Twist to the left. Left hand down inside the left leg. Twist to the right. Ooh, it's a little balancy challenge here. And down. Beautiful. Start to walk your hands around to the right. So you're just twizzling your right foot behind your right knee as you face the side of your mat. Left leg stays nice and long. Right hand comes to the side, so it's under your shoulder. Left arm to the ceiling. Now I like to have my hand not flat to the floor, on my fingertips. You might want to block just to lift you up a little bit higher. You want to feel like you're lengthening through the side of your waist. Bring your left hand behind your head. Inhale, open the chest slightly. And then exhale, scoop the belly as you wrap your left elbow towards your right armpit. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Just 3 more. Really scoop the belly. You're working into your right oblique. There's a little crunch into your right side waist. A little squeeze. Squeeze is a nicer word than crunch. Squeeze the right side. And come all the way up. Beautiful. Reach your left hand to the ceiling. From here, Left hand's going to lower down as your left leg lifts. And then lower the foot, lift the arm up, maybe all the way overhead. So you've got this nice big diagonal. Exhale, lift that left leg. Inhale, lower it down. Let's do 4 more. Lift. Big stretch. Lift. Big stretch. 2 more. Lift up. And down. Lift up. And down. Holding here. Left hand to ceiling. Now you'll need to bring your hand flat to the floor or flat to your block. Press through your left foot. Your left knee might need to soften slightly to support you here. Push your right hand into the floor. And then lift your right thigh to meet your left thigh. Tap it down. Lift it up. Tap it down. It's a challenge. We'll go for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Knee down. Beautiful. Come all the way up. Go for a nice big stretch over your left leg. Come all the way down. Beautiful. Lower yourself down so that you're on your side. Whew. Nope, didn't want to do that. Lift yourself all the way up. Go for that nice big side stretch. Beautiful. Windmill the hand back down, left arm to ceiling. Press through the hand and the foot. Step your right foot out in front of your left. Quick little side plank. We won't be here for very long. Left hand's going to come down to the floor. Your right foot is still twisted under your left leg. Your chest is over your hands. So we're in a twisted plank. Push your left hand or left shoulder towards the floor to ensure the chest is square, but then try and wrap your right hip around towards your left armpit. So working into the right side obliques. Let's exhale and just squeeze into your right side again, and then a little release. Little squeeze, little release. Let's just do 4. Last 2. Last 1. Beautiful. Start to turn into your plank. Shoot your right leg back, 3-legged dog. Knee comes to chest, tiger curl. Sweep back. Oh, let's hold it here. My apologies. Let's do our little leg circle. Drawing a circle with your right knee out to the side. Just for 2. Last 1, and then let's go back to our tiger curls. Extend your leg back, knee to chest, bring your weight forward, sweep it back, 3-legged dog. 2 more, knee in, shoulders over wrists, sweep back. Last time, knee in, sweep back. Then knee comes in, lift the hips, step your foot somewhere to your mat, wiggle it up between the hands. Drop your back knee and untuck the toes. We'll lift up, again checking that your right hip isn't lifting higher than your left. Arms reach up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Start to inhale to reach and then exhale, turn to your right. Again, keeping your right hip down. Inhale back to center. And then twist to your left. Open twist. Nice, 1 more time to the right. Through center, to the left, back to center. Beautiful. Start to fold forward, flex the toes, finding your half split, your half Hanuman. Right leg is straight, doesn't have to be all the way straight, the knee can be soft. Lengthen the spine out, plug your right hip crease back, and then left hand inside the right leg as you reach your right arm up. Keep plugging your right hip down and back. Right hand comes inside the right leg. Left arm reaches up into your open twist. 1 more time each way. Left hand down. Keep flexing the right toes, right arm up. And down, inside the right leg, left arm reaches, and down. Beautiful, start to twizzle yourself around to your left side. So left foot behind left knee, left hand comes under your shoulder. So you're facing the side of your mat. Beautiful, onto your fingertips or onto your block, give yourself a little bit of height. Beautiful. From here, right hand behind the head. Inhale to open the chest. Exhale, little wrap of the chest around. Inhale, open. Exhale, little wrap. Inhale, open. Exhale, wrap it in. 2 more, inhale, open. Exhale, little squeeze into those left obliques. Open. We'll open and hold. Right hand to the sky. Squeeze your bum to keep your hips pressing forward. Beautiful. And then we lift the right leg, right hand lowers to meet it. And then that big side stretch. Exhale, reach. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, reach. Inhale, big stretch. Squeezing your bum, belly in to assist the lift of the leg. We'll do 4. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Arm reaches up, foot lands down. Come to your hands, so either on your prop or on the floor. Press through your right foot. So maybe the knee is slightly soft, that's fine. Keep lifting out of your left side waist and your left shoulder. Squeeze your left foot, or your left leg I should say, to meet your right. Lower it down. We lift and lower. Lift and lower. Go for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Land the leg down, lift yourself all the way up. Finding that side stretch, coming into that gate pose. Come all the way up. Hand lands down, right arm to the ceiling. Press through your right foot, stepping your left foot out in front. Just in your side plank for a moment. And then turn. Keep your left leg threaded underneath your right. Push through your right shoulder and right hand to square the chest off. And then try to wrap your left hip towards your right armpit. Then we exhale, little lift, little lower. So you're squeezing your left ribs towards your left hip bone. Let's do 4. Belly in, 3. Last 2. Last 1. We'll turn, float the left leg back, lift your hips down, dog, and then lower your foot to the floor. Little pedal of the feet. Beautiful, left leg sweeps back. Pull your knee in behind your left wrist and send that right leg back to find your pigeon stretch. So using props if you need them under your left hip bone or sit bone or underneath your forehead. Allow yourself to relax into your pigeon stretch. However is best for you. Maybe your chest stays lifted and the arms extended. Maybe you just come down to forearms. But maybe you can find your way all the way down with your forehead resting on your hands or the floor. See if you can allow your left sit bone to sink towards the floor and the front of your right hip to also press towards the floor. So the pelvis is nice and even, maximizing the stretch for the left side of the hip. Take 2 more breaths. Slowly lifting up. Just sit off to your left side, rolling around to face the back of your mat, and your left foot is inside your right thigh. Turn your body forward so you're facing your right leg. Reach your arms up, and then exhale, folding forward into this forward fold, single leg forward fold. Spine is nice and long, sit bones are heavy. And then just see if you can fold a little further forward and try to wrap your left shoulder down. So you're sort of almost looking over the outside edge of your right leg. Just taking a couple of breaths here. And then slowly sitting all the way up. Turning yourself back around, kneeling onto your left knee, step your left foot back, lift your hips down dog, and then right leg lifts, 3-legged dog, knee comes in behind your right wrist, finding your pigeon stretch on the other side. So sitting up nice and tall through the chest to start with, to find length through the spine, propping yourself if you need to underneath your right butt cheek, and then coming forward any amount if you want to. Hands, forearms, or head all the way down. And again, breathing here. Soften the shoulders and the face. Thinking of the left hip bone pressing towards the mat. And the right sit bone also sinking down towards the mat. Two more breaths. Last breath. And as you lift yourself up, remove any props, sit off to your right side and just spin yourself around again to the back of your mat. Right foot inside left thigh. Turning yourself so that you're facing your left leg. Reach to the ceiling as you inhale. And then exhale, folding forward. Keeping that spine nice and long. Try not to pull on your foot. Maybe the hands land either side of your leg. Don't know if you can hear it, but it's just started raining here. It's a nice relief. It's going to be hot this morning. And again, see if you can just slightly turn the chest so that your right shoulder comes towards your left leg. You're looking over the outside edge of your left leg. One more breath. And slowly coming up. Turning back around onto your right knee. Send the left leg back. Right toes step back to your plank. Lift your hips. And just start to walk your feet towards your hands. Cross your ankles and come onto your bottom. And just roll onto your back. Before we finish, just a little bit of supine abdominals to finish with a little bit of a bang. So bring your hands behind your head, interlacing the fingers. And you want your head to be supported by your hands. So your hands are just underneath the base of your skull. Open the elbows just a little bit wider so they're not sort of hugging your head. Exhale, pull the belly in. And then inhale, lift your legs to tabletop. So knees over hips, shins somewhat parallel to the floor. Exhale, curl up. And just go for a little crisscross. So you're going to bring your left armpit towards your right rib. And your left leg extends. Come back to center. Right leg extends. And then turn to the left. So it's a little turn, a little crisscross. Extending one leg. bend in. Exhale as you cross over. And of course, if you need to come down to the floor each time, then curl up and cross. You can stay here just with this crisscross action, legs extending and bending. Or let's add on, as you extend one leg and the other knee bends, can you extend that leg to the ceiling, bend it in, find center. Crisscross, extend the leg, bend, find center. So that's a little cross, extend, bend, center. Cross, extend, bend, center. Two more. Cross, extend, bend, center. Last one. Find center, hug the knees. Little rock from side to side. And then lower your left foot to the floor. Extend your right leg up to the ceiling, maybe flex and point the toes. Might feel nice to extend your left leg long. And then maybe just reach to the foot with your left hand, right arm out to the side. Just gently let your leg fall to the left, any amount. Getting a little, kind of a slightly icky stretch up the side and back of the right leg. Take one more breath here. Come up through center, switch hands. So right hand on the outside of the foot and let your leg open to the right. Again, any amount. Try to keep the left hip down. So the stretch is really focused on the inner right thigh, maybe the back of the right thigh. And then come back to center. Hug the knees into your chest. And then right foot down. Left leg to the ceiling. Maybe flex and point the toes. And then taking your foot in your right hand, extend the right leg long and let your foot fall out to the right. Breathing into the back of the left leg. And then come back to center. Taking the foot in your left hand and letting your leg fall out to the left, keeping your right hip down. Taking one more breath. And slowly coming in. Maybe finding happy baby, allowing your knees to come into your armpits. Grabbing the outer edges of the feet and pressing the soles of the feet to the ceiling. A little rock from side to side might feel good. And then just give yourself a little hug. Rock and roll along your spine a couple of times. And come all the way up to seated. Crossing your ankles. I'm sitting up nice and tall here. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Shoulders slide down your back. Exhale, right hand down. Left arm reaching over, finding a little side stretch. And then slowly round forward, sweeping your left arm down and towards the floor. Coming through center. Reach the arms up and overhead as you lift the chest. Exhale, left hand down, right arm over. Taking that nice big stretch. And then round forward to center. Walk the hands out. Plug your sit bones down as you reach. And then slowly walk the hands back in.
Give the shoulders a little roll. And thank you for joining me for this nice little short, sharp core and chill today. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.